brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in the year. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give us.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, here's Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Henry. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. This will go to Henry out wide. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, and they must like the matchups they're getting.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 27, Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Titans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Now Willis on 1st and 10. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Henry will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Willis going to try to run it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Rodgers now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. That took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And Johnson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Meanwhile, Willis throws on target to Duvernay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. They had 2 straight 1st downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Willis looks to pass it here. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Willis to throw once more. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Willis. And it's caught. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Willis to throw. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. And this will be caught. Willis will convert here for 2. If they're on the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Willis. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another try after the first down sack. Willis, he's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. Powers through him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And it's now 14-11. They lead it by 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw them.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Willis to try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it again with Cook. Taken down at the 42.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that 1st down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Willis will look to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Willis, 4th down here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Rodgers to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. On third down, Henry. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just